agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are Farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now,
the 3-time sexiest man in Millington, Johnny Harden.
What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. Come on, folks. Get down. I want the Mondays to go away. It's happy hour time, and it was a beautiful weekend. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I had a blessed and amazing weekend. I wish it didn't end. It was awesome. Except for I am glad to be here with Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Y'all know who I am. John Harden, your sports mixologist. Other than, having the coolest producer in the world, Gabe Kuhn, he was also a pretty deadgum good night. I mean, he's a good producer. He was a pretty deadgum good offensive lineman over at the University of Memphis. And we'll be talking a lot of football with my man because, football is slowly getting closer. But there's a lot of baseball stuff going down. There's some drama. There's all kinds of weird stuff. We're going to take an IQ test that Gabe says everybody fails. We're going to find out if Johnny the Genius is really as dumb as everybody says I am, or if I'm as smart as I say I am. We got to talk about Roger Goodell. I want to talk about his selective justice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we talked about Tyreek Hill. We had all these comments from people who said to me, John, are you an idiot? He has not been convicted in the eyes of the court. There is no evidence. Jarran Reed just got suspended for 6 games for something that happened 2 years ago, and I would just like to repeat this. He was not arrested. He was not tried. He wasn't convicted. He didn't have jack. But again, I'm going to, for all you people who forgot, I'm going to read to y'all, and it's going to be entertaining, and it won't be boring, I promise you that. I'm actually going to read to you the personal conduct policy from the Players Association and Roger Goodell and what they agreed to. And by the way, again, how it is that people didn't see this, I still don't understand, because Roger Goodell's criminal justice, his form of criminal justice, is selective, and it's been set up to doom him, I think, from the get-go, and I'll explain why. All of you people that take up for him, again, you only take up for him when your player is not suspended on your team, and you love it when somebody else on another team suspended or Tom Brady's taken down, as long as you are a Patriots fan. But when he comes after y'all, of course, you hate him. Just let me explain to you the rules, the role, and absolutely how full of it he is.
Y'all don't know the name Jarran Reed. That's why there's no outburst of all this, covering up for him and sort of enabling him. You know what I mean? And that's sort of what you've done with Tyreek Hill and Zeke Elliott. Obviously, Zeke is going to have to deal with the suspension. But the only reason that Jarran Reed got this is because his name's not known.
That is
as far as I'm concerned.
No. I unequivocally agree with you. And again, we are going to have a talk about this in just a minute. This is going to be in the first segment. So I want all you people to remember, you can message me at Sports56WHBQ on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We checking all that good stuff out. You can reach me, of course, on our First Bank phone lines, 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. We are going to talk. We are going to rap. We are going to have some fun. And then don't forget, text, just like the text line. I love it. 67129, 67129. To join, just send 5656 join, JOIN, 56 join to 67129. Get a bounce back, save it, and then text away all day long, all day strong. It'll be beautiful. But we're going to talk about studs and duds today. We've got straight no chaser, Hardenwood. I'm going to give you a pick. We got a crazy IQ test I'm about to take here in just a minute because I'm dying to do this. I've been listening to them. But before I do that, I'm going to give you our first question of the day. We'll do the IQ test, and then me and Gabe will come back and talk about it. And while you're thinking about it, I will come back and explain to you whether you were right or wrong. And I will literally read to you the difference and how Roger Goodell has created this PR nightmare himself. And I'll explain to you as basically, I think I said man, maybe back in like 2000, like 10 years, or a long time ago, that this was going to happen. And it's just, it doesn't make any sense. You can't be the judge, the jury, the executioner, the court of appeals, basically the Supreme Court of the NFL. I mean, he literally, when he, you want to appeal? Okay, I'm the appeals court. I'm the appellate court, or somebody I hand it off to is going to appeal it. You think he's going to disagree with me when he's my employee? No, I just don't understand how people don't understand this. And I'll explain again these unintended consequences and how basically the NFL and Roger Goodell is unequivocally to blame. And again, as much as we talk about selective justice in this country, there is nobody more selective than Roger Goodell. And for you Chiefs fans who came at me hardcore for Tyreek Hill, tell me if Jarran Reed doesn't have a ton of less evidence than Tyreek Hill. I mean, tons of less evidence. And again, he wasn't arrested. He wasn't tried. He wasn't anything. And guess what? 6 games suspended because guess what? He ain't Tyreek Hill. His quarterback ain't Patrick Mahomes. They ain't supposed to go to the Super Bowl and be baller shot callers and have ratings go out the frizz aim. He's Jarran Reed.
All the people, all these Chiefs fans, all listen to your opinion. But it's so obvious what's been done here. And obviously, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but it's so obvious what Roger Goodell has done and how selective he is when he hands out punishments and what those punishments are. They're never the same. You get a 6-game suspension for the same thing someone else gets a 4-game suspension for.
I mean, and let's just be real. And I hate to do this, and I'm just going to remind all you people, do you know how this all, a lot of people don't remember how this came about. And I do want to be that person that reminds you. Pac-Man Jones of the Tennessee Titans, this whole thing came about because of him, I believe. When the Titans, Pac-Man Jones causes a shooting, dude becomes paralyzed. The team back then did the punishing. It wasn't by the NFL commissioner, and the team wanted him on the field. So they were very, very light in their punishment. Goodell, it ticked him off to like he was absolutely incensed and furious. The Pac-Man Jones, the fact that the Titans barely disciplined him because they wanted him on the field, I'm telling you, unequivocally, you can go back and look at history. This is realistically what gave Roger Goodell basically the idea and the vision when he decided to go into the next collective bargaining agreement. He said, I am going to be the judge, jury, the executioner, the person who does all this. Teams are not going to be in control of punishment anymore. I will be, because you have situations like Pac-Man Jones where the entire country was incensed and outraged, and he's got a 2-game suspension, I believe the Titans gave him back then. And, yeah, he was furious, and that's just kind of funny because we're, Tennessee Titans literally probably, it's kind of just the way it comes all the way back. And you look at it, it really does, I think, go back to them, honestly. But I'm going to talk about this in a minute. But before we do anything, I'm ready to get, and I'm giving you time to think about it. Me and my man Gabe are going to talk about it. But I'm ready to do this IQ test. It's a 3-question IQ test. You do it with me in the car. Gabe says that nobody gets it right or something to that effect.
Not nobody, but very few.
Okay, well, let's
there's 3 questions.
3 questions.
It's called the cognitive. It's called
my pencil.
You need a pencil? You don't need a pencil for this.
You don't think I need a pencil?
No way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is well, okay. If you need to show work, all right, show your work. It's math related somewhat. But anyway, it's called the cognitive reflection test. It's definitely not new. It was part of a research paper published in 2005 by an MIT professor, and it sort of has been resurfaced, and people are taking it. And the professor who gave it out had more than 3,000 participants. And only 17% got 3 out of 3 right.
Whoa.
So
that kind of scares me.
We're going to start here.
All right, let's go.
Question 1. A bat and a ball costs $1.10 in total.
Dude, what is this, like $18.10?
The bat,
$1.10?
The bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost?
10 cents. Did you say the bat costs $1 more than the ball? What is $1 minus, 1 minus.
Wait, what's your answer?
Did you say the total was $1.10?
Okay, look, a bat and a ball costs $1.10 in total.
Okay.
The bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? Need it again?
Okay, there's got to be a trick in here. I'm trying to figure.
It's not really a trick. I mean,
I just
it's really
would think the bat. I mean, if $1, here's $1, here's a dime. I get a bat and a ball. The bat's $1, the ball's a dime.
So the ball's a dime?
Right? Yeah. I mean, it makes only sense to me. Damn it. See, I knew there was some BS trick in here.
It's not a BS trick.
What
honestly.
are we adding 9% sales tax? Like I told you, it sounds like 1831.
It's got to be $1 more.
Oh, okay. So it's like $1. So it's 9 cents and it's $1 or something. So no, because then that would not even be $1 more. Hold on.
All right, come on. Let's see. A bat and a ball, $1.10 in total. The bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? You got it wrong. Do you want the answer? That's the see.
5 cents.
Final answer.
Final answer.
There it is. My guy, 5 cents is the answer to that one. You ready for question 2?
Oh man, that was tricky.
You ready for question 2?
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, we're going to try it. We're going to try it regardless. If it takes 5 machines, 5 minutes to make 5 widgets, how long would it take 100 machines to make 100 widgets?
5 minutes. There's no other different variable.
Final answer?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, 5 minutes.
Only different variable was the time.
You got that one right.
Like, because 5 widgets.
Okay, so
take
you're
5,
1
yeah.
for 2 because your first answer was wrong.
Okay.
I didn't forget about it.
I got you.
I didn't forget about it. Here's the last one. So you're 1 for 2. In a lake, there's a patch of lily pads.
Okay.
Every day, the patch doubles in size.
Doubles.
If it takes 48 days for the patch to cover the entire lake, how long would it take for the patch to cover half of the lake?
It doubles in size every single day.
Yep.
So the day before it turns final would be half. Correct? It's 47.
I would. You sure?
Damn, hold on. Yeah, it
no,
doubles in
you
size
sure?
every day. Yeah, it doubles.
There you go. All right, John. There you go. You got 2 out of 3. I'll give you that.
All right, so.
But that was, I mean,
am I average?
I guess so, because like 83% of the people
That
who
first
take it
one's
don't
hard
get it
as
right.
hell because
Why?
immediately you start thinking you don't do the
Because you're like
math.
10 cents.
Yeah, dude.
$1 more.
Yeah.
No, but in
that
the
was
end,
tricky.
you figured it out. So,
That-
I mean, I guess you're pretty average. You're like the other, you're the 83%.
The easiest
you're
question
the normal.
was the second one. The lily pad. That was easy.
No, the 5, well, that's
Was
the
that the
third
last one? That was
the
the
5
wi-
widgets one was easy, though, too.
Oh, the
because-
widget ones was easy.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like you have 5 machines in
Well,
5
the
minutes
first,
to make 5.
The second and the third question was actually easy. The first question was the only one that was really damn hard. So which one was the most missed question? Do you know?
I did not, they don't have that information.
Oh, they don't have that.
If I was going to guess which one was most missed, that third one has some, it's interesting. Because it's like, people would think differently. They're like, how, you know, if it's growing double each size.
See, I'm
each
immediately
day,
the way I think. I'm going, okay, it's double.
47
And
it's
you're
the day
in a
before.
question. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's the day before. It's like I'm like doubles every day. Okay,
Well, you got through it.
well, I got
You
through
didn't-
it.
you
That
didn't-
wasn't as bad as I thought it was going
There's
to be.
only 3 questions. It can't be
no,
that bad.
No, but it did.
I've heard these are like riddles. I hear them all the time, but I didn't know they were part of a IQ test.
Well, how
The
did y'all
shortest-
do out there, people? By
The
the
world's
way?
shortest IQ test.
How did the people you think do out there? How do you think our audience did? I think our audience probably did a lot better than me.
I'm
They probably
curious.
got 3 out of 3, or probably 2 out of 3 too, because that first one's a pain in the keister.
It ain't easy.
Nah, that one is completely annoying. Now, all right, there's a few things that we have to get to. Again, by the way, we did also have Cooperstown. I'm going to debate some of this stuff. I'm very upset, in my opinion, because I enjoy stuff like this. I'm a baseball complete nut. Again, we are getting so upset as a society about things that I don't understand, like people talking about how this wasn't the class of, this shouldn't have been a Hall of Fame class. This should be called the Hall of Good class. And I guess we're opening up a new hall because these, like, you know what I mean? Just, I'm tired of it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, it, you know, for y'all people that are going, well, if Dale Murphy and he's not in, and Fred McGriff, dead gummit, how can Edwin Martinez and Harold Baines and Alan Trammell? This is ridiculous. Like, people have lost their damn mind.
I do have a question though. If Edgar Martinez is in, I feel like that should open the floodgates for a lot more people. I mean, yes, he was one of the best DHs of all time.
I was going to say, he's
But-
done something that only 16 baseball players in the history of the game have ever done. If you add up his hits, home runs, RBIs, and batting average, only 16 players have ever accomplished that. And again, I don't understand how that's the Hall of Pretty Good. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was just the bomb. I mean, the dude was a professional hitter.
I guess it's like none of these statistics we think about, like 500 home runs, 3,000 hits. He didn't have any of them.
I know, but
that's the issue I think people are trying to get at. I honestly think a guy like Edgar Martinez, it's like a no doubter. Like,
yeah, I thought I didn't understand the argument. Harold Baines, the only one that you could even throw in a little bit of argument in there. I really feel like, but this is what I want to remind people, and this is something that you have to understand. His career WAR was almost one of the highest. He's in the top 10. It's 68.4. That's huge. You got to remember, he had 2,247 hits. So, no, he didn't have 3,000, but he has over 2,000. Again, there are only 16 players in baseball to have a 300 batting average, to have 300 home runs, and have 2,000 hits. That is saying a lot. And then if you add in his RBIs, I think it lowers it down to like 12 players. So, again, when you have that type of hitting, I'm sorry. I just feel like he was what you would call a professional hitter. And if you're a professional hitter and you're the best at it, again, think about this. He batted 356, 343. He batted 330, 337, 322, 337, 324, 320. I mean, his worst year, his last year, he went from 294 to 263, and that's when he was 41 years old and said, it's time to hang it up. Again.
He's a throwback, though. Like, as far as the way he hit to all fields,
again,
for average,
think
is
about
a throwback.
His career on-base percentages is .418. If he didn't have his last year and that bad year, this is a guy who had a 447 average on-base percentage, like through the majority of his career. That is dude was on base almost 500% of the time. That's sickness. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons where his OPS was 1.059 or higher. I mean, he had a 1.107, a 1.1001, this is, 830, 850 is dope. You know what I mean? His career OPS, 933. That's what I'm saying. How, like, as a professional hitter, like, he is as professional as they come. This is a guy who got 1,261 RBIs. Again, over 1,200 RBIs, over 300 home runs, career over, 312 average. And again, I'm sorry, 7-time All-Star, had one of the clutchest hits in Mariner history. I like Edgar Martinez. I'm a big Edgar fan, actually. He was as a professional hitter as anybody I've ever seen play the game. And I'm not saying he's Barry Bonds or Ken Griffey Jr. What I'm trying to say is I'm not saying he was born as the greatest athlete and he looked like he belonged and he was going to be. He was a professional hitter because you know what he did? He worked every day on that. Like, if you watched his speech, the way he talked about some days he'd spend 15 minutes, some days he'd spend an hour and 50 minutes. Hitting off that tee every day, taking the batting practice, preparation. Nobody prepared as hard as Edgar Martinez. He worked his tail off to be what he was, and he became a professional hitter. There wasn't a pitcher that came up and wanted to see Edgar Martinez in the box. I can tell you that. So isn't that a Hall of Fame?
I would say, I like I said, I think it's a no-brainer. But, like, with the MLB and just how they let people in, there's, like, no first ballots and everything like that. It gets weird, and people get very bent out of shape about who gets in every class. You know what I mean? There's always this
question about Mariano Rivera, dude. He's the greatest closer of all time.
Here's the thing: there's always this debate, except for the fact we're talking about some of the greatest. These are great players.
Yeah,
whether you think
pretty good.
Whether you want to say Edgar Martinez was pretty good versus great. I don't think you can argue the fact that he was
And
one
I'm
of
a
the best
Dale Murphy
DHs
fan.
ever.
I would love Dale Murphy to be in. I like Dale. That was when I was growing up, I was a big Dale Murphy fan when I was a kid. You know, Fred McGriff, I've talked about it on this show. I feel like he was the shot that Atlanta needed. There are great dudes that aren't in. Maybe they should be. But I'm sure as heck not going to, like, bash a class and call this the worst class ever.
And also,
Like
Roy
what
Halladay, man.
crack.
Also,
Yeah, thank you.
that was awesome. That was definitely a tearjerker.
Man,
with his wife
I thought
Brandy
it was a great
stepping
weekend.
up.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I for all those who love to just complain, again, congratulations. Now, I want to get back to one thing, and I wanted to say this, and I'm going to go right to thing. The NFL, again, Seahawks, this is the facts. Seahawks defensive tackle Jaron Reed had a big season last year, right? But nobody really knew who he was. And you know what? This is so funny because now we're getting ready for 2019, right? Yup, right. End of his rookie contract, by the way, too. So this is probably going to affect his contract situation, I think, a whole lot. He's going to lose tons of money. And again, I want to remind you what happened. So in April 17th, 2017, April of 2017, a woman told police that Reed assaulted her. Reed was not arrested, was not charged. And it's been more than 2 years. The case has been closed. The NFL today came out and has apparently decided that there was merit to the woman's allegations, even though there's been no formal NFL investigation into it. We've heard Tyreek Hill's stuff, but again, that's all doctored fake news, according to the Kansas City fans. And again, there wasn't a kid with a broken arm and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this doesn't matter. This happened 2 years ago. It was literally closed by the police. No arrest, no nothing. He now found out today that Roger Goodell, who is judge, jury, executioner, everything, in the final year of his rookie deal, will miss the entire basically, it's not the entire, but he's missing the first 6 weeks. He's got 6-game suspension.
I feel like a broken record when we talk about things like this because the NFL consistently does it.
Okay, now, hold on. There's no other evidence. There is no evidence. But the league here's what the league says. The league can suspend any player it wants on its own timeline at its own discretion. Roger has this collectively bargained, and he apparently decided to use it. And it is him and him alone who decided the merit to the woman's allegations and the punishment to Jaron Reed. Again, the same applies for Tyreek Hill. It's all up to him. But you know what? He plays for the Chiefs this year, and that's a money-making team, and he doesn't want to suspend his moneymaker. You don't believe me? Please go back and look. And again, let me remind you something. Selective justice is Roger Goodell. How do I know this again? Because I basically called it out years ago. I said when the Pac-Man Jones situation happened, he got ticked off about it. They go in there and collectively bargain it. He gives up a little bit of cash, but he tells them that he is now unequivocally, because he said that the criminal justice system frustrates fans because it is too slow. Law-breaking NFL players need to be punished faster, so the new personal conduct policy will be increased, and I will increase the amount of attention given to players who are bad or have badness follow them. Ultimately, at least in the short term, it seems as the NFL, and its designer of the personal conduct policy will be the one who judges players, and I will stop damaging the NFL's reputations if the players won't. Do you hear what he's saying? I am king, you know what? You will bow to me. He did not suspend Ray Rice till the video came out. He's not suspending Tyreek Hill. But nobody knows Jaron Reed, and this happened in 2017, and guess what? 6-game suspension. So don't text me that there was fake news and that the media made up the whole Tyreek Hill stuff, please. And again, when you text me, Well, Roger can't punish him because he wasn't convicted. I just read it doesn't matter. He is judge, jury, executioner, and arbitrator. We'll take a break. I'm late. Gabe's bigger than me, and he's going to beat me. You're listening to Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses will buy a house in any area, in any condition, and yes, it's guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your home quickly, call 901-406-1101. If you've been through a divorce, if you lost your job, if you're tired of renters, I Buy Houses can get you your money quickly. I Buy Houses will buy your home in Shelby County, DeSoto County, Memphis, Bartlett, South Haven, Horn Lake, Olive Branch, anywhere and everywhere in between in any condition. And yes, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pen, 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses.
Gun enthusiasts in the Mid-South know all about guns and ammo at 3615 Summer and 577 Goodman Road, Suite 4 at the corner of Goodman and Elmore in South Haven, because they carry the largest selection of both guns and ammo in the area. They are authorized dealers of Colt, Benelli, CZ, Smith & Wesson, Glock, Ruger, Sig Sauer, Vergara, and a lot more. If you or someone you know is looking for something for self-defense, competition, hunting, or just something that goes boom, then get to Guns and Ammo, 3615 Summer in Memphis and 577 Goodman Road, Suite 4 at the corner of Goodman and Elmore in South Haven.
In general, I'm a win-win guy. When I have to spend hours searching for the right part, it's lose-lose. It's time lost for me and lost time for my crew. That's why I order from Grainger. With product experts that have the answers to my toughest questions, an easy-to-use website to help me find the right product quickly, I can rely on Grainger to make getting supplies for my business as simple and seamless as possible. When it comes to getting things done, it's a win-win when Grainger's got your back. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And now, the worst commercial ever.
As a real-life caterer, my recipe for success is a heaping helping of commercial auto and business insurance through Progressive. They helped whip up a customized insurance solution that keeps my business cooking.
That barrage of bad wordplay was most unpleasant. Whereas commercial auto and business insurance through Progressive is anything but. Visit progressivecommercial.com to quote today. Insurance provided and serviced by Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Its affiliated and third-party insurers.
Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
Join Peter Edmondson from the Peter Edmondson Experience Tuesday from 11 to noon at Landers Ford South, 95 East Goodman Road in South Haven. This will be another chance to win World Golf Championship tickets at Southwind July 24th through the 28th. That's this Tuesday, the 23rd, from 11 a.m. to noon at Landers Ford South to practice your putting skills and have a chance to win WGC tickets at Southwind July 24th through the 28th. From Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
What is up? What is up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Yeah, I'm happy. I feel really good. Bring your text in. Bring them strong. What y'all thinking about? Now, I love all of y'all, even the ones that disagree with me. I love everybody. Y'all are awesome. And I want all of y'all to make sure y'all come out this week because I want to remind you the WGC is happening this weekend. The Real Deal Holyfield. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, man, if you don't know what I'm saying, it is the the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational is going to be, because I look at when we had the old school St. Jude Classic is a premier event. Like, I had a lot of fun. And if you're saying that this is even going to be better, and people are saying that it's going down for real, there's going to be more people. We got 46 of the top 50 golfers in the world. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Went out there, the tent, the Ultra tent, everything looks great. It's going to be great. We're getting lucky with weather. Everybody's fired up. And I just want to remind you, this is a Memphis tradition like no other, even though it's making a little change. It's going from the St. Jude Classic to the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational. So it is its first year of the WGC and the first year of its new, date, et cetera, et cetera. So we are starting somewhat a new tradition, but we're keeping an old tradition. We're going to be at East End Grill. And if you know what I'm talking about, people from the past, this will be my fifth, or is this my 6th year out there? I think this is my 6th year. I'll be at East End, and you know what I'm giving away? I'm giving away Miller Coors from my friends at Miller Coors. I'm going to give away a lot of swag. You know that. Shirts, beers, have a lot of fun. You know I'm like a comedian. I have a microphone probably telling jokes, asking people questions, and I'll be giving away people what they really want, what they really come for. And that's right, WGC. FedEx St. Jude Invitational tickets. That's right.
What's your comedic style?
Oh,
That's what I
are you
wanna
kidding me? Beautiful.
No, I mean like compare yourself to a comedian.
Like if you took Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and mixed them with I don't know, what's that who's that old man that talked really fast? George Carlin.
Okay.
Just all the great ones. Throw them in and then and just you get John Hart and then shake it up. Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
That was good. Thank you, Gabe. But we're going to be out there, and I hope you come out there, Gabe, because I'm telling you, 4:30 to 6, I'm going to be there this Thursday, okay? Put it on your calendar. Yes, the tournament does start Thursday, and yes, we have the Pro-Am on Wednesday, but Thursday, I'll be at East End Grill, right there at the corner of Hacks and Winchester. It's going to be so awesome. I hope you come and join me. We are going to have a lot of fun. Now, says, there you go again, Harden, condemning Hill without a trial. How many people did that jerk Grayson Allen attack this weekend? I am not condemning Hill without a trial. That's Roger Goodell's lack of I said he didn't, do anything to Hill. But I said he did something too. If you weren't listening, he suspended Jaron Reed for 6 games, who was accused in 2017, he didn't get a trial. He wasn't arrested. There weren't people, there was no a kid with a broken arm that showed up. There was no investigation, no nothing. And he suspended him for six games, as I just told you. In the final year of his rookie contract, because nobody knows him, because he likes to look tough on log. Again, because I read his quote from back in the day when he was furious about Pac-Man Jones not getting how the wheels of justice are too slow for our fans, and that he himself said the NFL's reputation is under attack, and he himself is going to bring more attention to players' misdeeds, and he will correct their behavior. This was what Roger Goodell said 10 years ago. Why are you saying, there you go again, Harden? I'm just telling you that he's a hypocritical piece of S. That you want to sit there and condemn me? Fine. I don't understand why you keep talking about Grayson Allen. He tripped somebody. I didn't know that Grayson Allen broke a kid's arm. I didn't know he was arrested. Did Grayson Allen get arrested this weekend?
Not once. But whether you like it or not, there's no consistency.
That's what I'm trying to say.
From Roger Goodell, and that's just the end of story. I don't really think it's arguable. There's nothing you can say that makes Tyreek Hill's situation correct. Whether you had sufficient evidence or didn't, there's been situations where they did have sufficient evidence and they suspend a guy for 4 games, and there's been times where they don't have sufficient evidence and they suspend a guy for 6 games. So all that needs to be said is consistency. That's what we need.
Can I tell you why there's no way that it can be consistent? Because this is the simple answer. When you have a league, realistically, think with me, people, and just follow me. Gabe, follow me here. When you have a league that decides to create its own form of punishment beyond the justice system, beyond what our legal system does. When you create your own form of punishment and your guidelines are no other than what the heck is in Roger Goodell's brain, can I tell you something? You're going to create confusion because the only person who knows what the damn guidelines are is Roger Goodell, and there is no consistency. So again, I'm talking football. Grayson Allen plays in the NBA. Didn't know that he was arrested. And again, I'm not attacking anybody. I am trying to show you that Roger Goodell does. He suspended Tom Brady because of the balls. He suspends my man Jaron Reed for what? In 2017, he was accused. And again, the NFL put out that it didn't do an investigation other than a phone call with the woman. Wow. They didn't even bring Jaron Reed in to give his side. They just notified him that they suspended him. That's fair. Why aren't you taking up? Hey, Texter, why aren't you taking up for Jaron Reed? You're taking up for Tyreek Hill. Why aren't you taking up for Jaron Reed? Oh, wow. Unbelievable. I love all y'all. But anyway, this is, and thank you. The guy who keeps on mentioning Grayson Allen just wants attention on the radio. Anyone in their right mind knows you can't compare Hill and Allen. Allen tripped someone, for crying out loud. Hill broke a kid's arm. There's a major difference. Hallelujah. Amen. I told you we got some smart listeners out there. I told you. Now, I got to get to this. This is very, very important. We got some studs and some duds to get to. I like my music. But before I do that, I wanted to say thank you very much, Farmers. That's right. You know, the insurance company and Chad Gatlin. Go to memphisfarmers.com. It's the bomb diggity. And tell my man Chad what's up. Let's do some studs and duds.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Now, I got to tell you something beautiful about this world that we're in. We got some studs and we got some duds, and I got to start off with, in all honesty, just something that took me back to being a child. And it was a bad situation. You can kind of give him a dud because he struck out, but it was so studly watching Pete Alonso snap that bat like it was a twig. Now I realize how strong that man is. He is one of the strongest men on planet Earth. I'm dead serious. Like, unbelievable. That was fun. And now we see why this guy hits bombs like they're going out of style.
Did I just hear correctly? You gave him a stud for breaking the bat?
Oh, God.
That's awesome.
I haven't seen anybody break a bat like that since Bo Jackson.
It's shattered. That thing.
He's like, again, he snapped it like a toothpick. It was like, that dude, have you ever, by the way, like...
Have I ever tried to?
Oh, my God. I almost broke my leg.
No, it hurts.
It hurts so bad. I almost broke my leg one day because I thought I was strong. And this was so many years
ago.
My
people out there, if you try it, you will bruise yourself. You will hurt yourself.
I hurt myself
I think you have to flex up your quad to make it.
It was cracked.
I think you have to flex your quad,
dude.
Like a little bit
let me just tell you, you got to be like Bo Jackson or Pete Alonso. Basically, you have to be a savage. And I saw a savage this week, and I'm giving another crazy stud. And everybody's going to be like, Harden, you've done lost your damn mind. You're damn right I have. But my man took a 94-mile-an-hour fastball to the face and then brushed it off like, go on, brush his shoulders off.
My guy,
brush his shoulders
That's
off.
My guy right
my
there.
My man, Luke Voigt. Dude.
I've been telling you we need to have. We're going to have him on. Yeah, we're going to. We're going to
let him have his season.
Yeah.
Bring him on.
Because I know it's a busy time for him.
He's very
right now,
busy,
man.
very focused. This year's serious. They got a bunch of savages in the box.
And he's to the point where he's, that age where he needs to do his stuff right now. Like, he needs to get it done.
And I also now got to bring up another savage. Since we're talking a little bit of baseball, I do need to mention Ronald Acuna Jr. Dude was 7 for 12 this weekend. That's pretty damn good. But the key was he went actually 7 for 12, and guess what he did? He hit his 50th home run. That makes him the quickest to 50. The only people that did it as fast, Mel Ott, Andrew Jones, and Tony Congliario. I don't know who that is. But anyway, it's just interesting to think that my man, as young as he is the bomb. Now, it brings me to this. Mike Trout and what he did. Mike Trout, I want to ask a crazy question to all of you people. Is there a chance, or am I just dreaming or blowing smoke where? Or does Mike Trout have an opportunity to do something that a lot of people don't talk about and associate with him because we think of him as just like the greatest player on planet Earth, and we think of him as a 5-tool guy, but we don't realize he's also one of the best power hitters of our time. He hit his 272nd home run. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Now, that's a long way from 762. That is a long way from 762. But, dude,
I don't think we should be holding him to that standard either, though.
No. What I'm just saying is this guy is, I mean, he's got the contract. He's going to be around for a long time. And here's all I was trying to say. And I'm not trying to do a disservice to him because, again, he hit 272 last night. 762, yes, it is a long way. But I need you to think about this. Like, Trout could get to 50-51 this year. I mean, he just hit, 32? He's now tied for the American League lead in home runs. I mean, dude, he's a youngster.
He's 9 years in the league.
I mean, yeah.
Add another 9
on
top of what he has.
Old.
And barring injury, this is a guy who could play 20-plus years. So, I mean, he's already over halfway there to 500 at least. So, I mean...
Well, the reason I bring this up...
That end number
Barry Bonds did not hit his 200th home run until his 29th birthday. So I just wanted to bring that one up and let y'all put one in and smoke that.
But hold up. I will say this. That got skewed drastically later.
It did,
in his
and
career.
I'll say juice, and I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just saying, the man is at a higher pace than Barry was. He is bad to the bone, and I just wanted to say, I don't think how many people realize, do y'all understand how good Mike Trout realistically is? Do you know how many home runs he hit in the last 13 games?
I do not.
10 home runs in the last 13 games. 10 home runs get you a damn stud. Did you know that? Mike Trout, you a bad man. By the way, did I tell y'all about my man Jordan? You know I talk about him a lot. I love this guy.
You got to give yourself a pat on the back before you start talking about
I'm going to give myself a stud because
go.
I brought him up. I was the first person to bring up my man Jordan Alvarez, who, by the way, this weekend had a game-winning hit. Has, again, had a hit in every single game. 2 for 4, 1 for 4 with a homer and an RBI. The 2 for 4, he had 2 RBIs, 1 for 3, an RBI, and a walk, 2 for 4, an RBI. Can we just say this dude is a machine? And again, I would like to remind you, he now has 114 at-bats on the season, 38 hits, 10 home runs, and 33 runs batted in. The kid is amazing. Go on, brush your shoulders off, son. Dude is awesome. I got to take a break. We love this. We'll be back with more Studs and Duds on the other side. So what are you going to do? Not think about touching that dial on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
The Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurts. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10. Only on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Frontier Western Store's world-famous boot showroom is waiting for you. With aisles and aisles of boots in one easy spot, you will find your next favorite pair at Frontier. Everyone loves Ariat boots, and Frontier has over 1,000 pair in that brand alone. Come grab a pair of rugged work boots like the Workhog, or discover an everyday classic in Ariat's Rambler. Tons of other brands as well: Rocky, Dan Post, Red Wing, Durango, Justin, Twisted X, and many more. Frontier constantly restocks and refreshes their lineup of boots, so you're certain to walk out of the store happy in your new comfortable footwear. They have a wide assortment of sizes available for men, women, and children. Work, dress, or play, Frontier's knowledgeable staff will cheerfully help you find the perfect fit. It's boots galore at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, Olive Branch, or on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated, you know it, since 1967.
If you're the owner of a company and you're tired of a dirty office building, or maybe you're tired of dirty restrooms, or floors and carpets that are filthy, or windows that you can't even see through, I've got a solution. Let Trinity be your cleaning solution. Trinity Professional Services. They're putting professionalism back in cleaning. They specialize in stripping and waxing and buffing floors, in cleaning carpet. Just make it seem like it's spring outside. Window cleaning where you see through and everything shines. Commercial janitorial services specializing in final construction cleaning. Hey, the people that own this company, they are big construction people. They know what needs to be done.
So if you would like it done the right way, call Todd Pope or Tommy Ferrari, the former Tiger quarterback, at 833-6773. 833-6773. It's Trinity. They're your cleaning solution.
For the World Golf Championship FedEx St. Jude Invitational, the all-new Landers Ford South in South Haven supplied 200 new Fords for the pros to drive, and they're all being sold with demo prices. 120 new 2019 Ford Expedition XLT EcoBoost up to $15,000 off MSRP.
A portion of the proceeds going to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Visit LandersMemphis.com.
VIN number 1MFMJU 1HT7KE A06845 MSRP 61250. Offer includes $97.80 and Ford rebates and $52.20 dealer discount. Sale price $46.20. Vehicle subject to prior sale. Price plus tax, title, license, and $499.50 processing fee. Offer in 731.19.
Authentic is a word that's thrown around, but you're going to hear what authentic Caribbean food sounds like, and you're definitely going to go to 126 Monroe, the Curry and Jerk, to see what it tastes like. My man, Chef Ricardo, you cook everything in-house. You make all your spices. What are your secrets?
Well, the secret is Jamaican spices. This is my passion. I've been doing it over almost 15 years right now. So this is what I love to do.
Everybody knows about the curry shrimp and grits. Everybody loves like the jerk chicken, the curry. Chef Ricardo, your favorite dish is?
Man, choosing between the dishes that we got at Curry and Jerk, it would be like choosing between my kids because everyone is good.
And you don't have to go all the way to the Caribbean to have a taste of the Caribbean. You can have it right here in downtown Memphis. For more information, go to curryandjerk.com. And if you want authentic Caribbean cuisine, think only one place, Curry and Jerk.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
New Life Medical Center has moved to a new, larger location that allows them to better serve their patients. I go to New Life Medical Center for testosterone replacement therapy, which is one of many things they do. They also treat erectile dysfunction and can relieve the pain of joint injuries with stem cell and platelet-rich plasma treatments. They also take care of patients with diabetes, high blood pressure, sick visits, and much more with no appointment necessary and minimal wait times. New Life Medical Center is now at 9160 Highway 64. That's just off I-40. Stop in and see what they can do for you.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Well, show me the way to the next whiskey bar.
Al, don't ask why. How, baby? I need that whiskey bar. I know what you're talking about. Out enough this weekend for all of us, though. I promise you that. Woo-wee. Got to say shout out to Eli and Rosemary. Best wedding I've ever been to. That was awesome. Rosemary, your family. Eli, your family. Awesome people. Congratulations on y'all's wedding. Y'all make one beautiful family. Now, I got to tell this to a texter. Got a lot of people out there who are texting in and making sense. One says, definitely no consistency. Goodell just sees which way the wind's blowing in the court of public opinion. Ray Rice got 2 games before the video went public. And then, of course, they changed the punishment. Like they didn't know she got knocked the bleep out till they saw it. Please. You're correct. They knew. And again, to the person who says, there you go again, condemning Hill without a trial, I would like to remind you, I pulled this up to make sure I wasn't crazy. This is from the police. March 14th, police were called to Hill's home to investigate an alleged battery against a juvenile living in their home. Their son, basically, is who they're talking about. On April 24th, the district attorney says that no charges will be filed due to lack of evidence because Hill's fiance has changed her story. April 25th, the day after the district attorney does that, KCTV releases the audio conversation between Hill and his fiance discussing the injuries suffered by their son. April 26th, the district attorney reopens the criminal case. The Chiefs ban Hill indefinitely from all team activities, and there is an investigation that is actually ongoing, and he has to, with, what was it they're called? It's like the welfare for the child safety in Kansas City.
Child services.
Yeah, the child services. He still has to deal with that. But what I'm saying is when the fiance, who, just like if you heard in that tape, you trying to ruin my life, and just like a guy tweeted at me, she's a gold digger too. Yeah, dude, she doesn't want to ruin their money, and he's the one who makes all the money. She don't work.
Also, I'm not familiar with situations like this, but I gotta imagine when you're dealing with someone who's been violent to you before, you're scared.
Correct.
You're going to change your story.
But then the other thing is, this is what upsets me, is he's saying that I'm doing this with no trial. Well, all I'm trying to show you is Roger Goodell, Hill had much more than Allen. Like, Jaron Reed literally gets 6 games for an allegation where the police literally said they will not arrest or charge him because there is literally no evidence. They don't believe the woman's story. There is no... They literally put out...
And it was 2 years ago.
No merit, and it's 2 years ago. And then they come out today and say, guess what? He's going to start the game with 6-game suspension. I bet he's like, what? Again, there's no consistency, as the texter said, and that's all I was trying to get to. Give me that music. Let's go studs and duds.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Sorry about that. I hate to be a broken record.
Can I open on a dud?
Please.
Can I open on a dud?
You can.
John Jones, man. I don't know if you heard about this.
I don't know about this.
John Jones is facing battery charges, and we know how he struggled over the years with, substance abuse and everything, and he just barely gets to fight anymore, even though he's the best fighter that the UFC's seen, arguably. But he faces battery charges from an April incident where he groped a cocktail waitress at a strip club.
Does he not understand that the cocktail waitress and the bartenders at the strip clubs are not strippers?
They're
a service. They're there to serve you alcohol. They ain't giving you lap dances,
I'm
homie.
I hate to be... I'm going to be frank about it. You're at a strip club, dude.
Chillax.
That's the whole, don't grope the person who can't be groped.
That is insanity.
That's all I'm just trying to
Can I
get
just
at.
say that's insanity?
It's horrible, and he's good for stuff like this at least once a year.
Now, I'm going to say something that's going to blow y'all's mind. Do y'all know in the last 50 years, Tiger Woods, Louis Oosthuizen, Rory McIlroy, and Shane Lowry are the only 4 players to ever win their first major by more than 5 strokes? I said if Rory won, this would be the biggest thing that ever happened. It would be bigger than Tiger Woods winning the Masters. Now, I got killed on the text line. People said, ha ha ha, shows you don't know jack about golf. You're such an idiot. Thanks. That was a little harsh. But I was not talking about historical references. I was talking about a person from Ireland doing something that hasn't happened in 68 years. Do you not understand that? Like, Shane Lowry's weekend, this was an Irishman winning the Open in walkaway fashion in Ireland for the first time in 68 years. Did you see the people on there? You're telling me that didn't look more emotional?
They were drowning quite a bit of Guinness.
Yeah, dude.
To be real.
And it looked like they were partying like a madman, didn't it? So I'm just trying to say, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong or everybody's wrong. In what I was defining as this would be the biggest moment in a golf tournament, I was talking about for the fans on the course, for where it was happening. I mean, the Masters is huge. And yes, everybody was rooting on Tiger. But we're talking about entire country. We're talking about all of Ireland going crazy.
We've talked about this. People seem to forget that there's other cultures out there besides what we live in.
That's a good point.
I don't blame them for it. If you don't get out that much, you're not gonna figure it out. But it looked like it was fun. It looked like they liked that Shane Lowry won.
Dude, Shane Lowry is like the biggest star in Ireland. And by the way, did you hear him talking about how his brother is like a Gaelic football player over there? I don't even know what Gaelic football is, but because of the Open, I also watched a shin kicking contest. I have to be very careful when I say that. Shin kicking. They put straw in their jeans and then they kick each other in the shin. They don't play games in Ireland.
Have you seen I know this is totally sidebar, but have you seen those slapping contests?
Yes.
Those are awesome.
Dude, they do some wild stuff in Ireland, even though they do wear a skirt. They're men. So that's the only thing I can kind of mess them up. But how much would it suck to get beat up with a dude in a skirt? Hey, he's wearing a skirt and he just beat the tar out of you. Oh, man. That was awesome. Congratulations, Shane Lowry. You are a stud. Speaking of studs, we're coming back with, Straight No Chaser, Hardenwood, the pick of the day. We're just getting started on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
Family Leisure's pool clearance sale is July 8th through the 21st. Above ground pools starting at $11.99. 24-foot pools starting at $17.99. And you can get free upgrades on select pools that include pool filters, liners, and winter covers. Special 12-month financing is available. Plus, half off on toys, floats, and pool games. Summer's just started. There's plenty of time to swim, so make a splash at the Family Leisure Pool Clearance Sale. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun come together.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. It is that time of year where the weather is unpredictable, and given the recent storms, it's a good time to discuss insurance claims. So here's a few things you should know. Always hire a local contractor, because if you have a problem with your roof down the road, you want to be able to find him. Never allow anyone to pressure you into signing a contingency contract. They're used as sales tools, making you feel committed, and the truth is, those contracts are not worth the paper they're written on. Be careful of door-knocking salesmen. Some are reputable, but many are not. They canvass the neighborhood and tell everyone to file a claim, working their percentages and not caring if you file a claim even when they know the likelihood of it being approved is low. Some will even damage your roof hoping to convince the adjuster it's storm damage. That's fraud, and contractors have gone to jail for that. So do your research and know who you're hiring. Five-Ash Roofing, the official roof of the University of Memphis Athletic Department. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Looking for great seafood? Head to the Half Shell, voted Memphis's favorite seafood 5 years in a row. Enjoy delicious seafood at the Half Shell for lunch and dinner, along with the Half Shell's extensive new wine list. Or relax at the bar, open daily until 3 a.m. For a great weekend, try Saturday and Sunday brunch at the Half Shell from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Half Shell, always Memphis's favorite. Available for private parties, catering, and daily box lunch delivery. The Half Shell, serving full food menu till 2 a.m. daily. 2 locations on Mendenhall and on Winchester.
Sleepy Z's Mattresses by Michael Zellner is the winner of the Memphis Most Best Mattress Store for 4 straight years. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and Sleepy Z's is the mattress store where you can save 50 to 80% off retail store prices every day of the week. They carry Serta and several other brands and have hundreds of mattresses to choose from. Go there today and mention Sports 56. You'll get an extra 10% off any mattress or furniture. Call Michael directly at 901-359-1040. It's Sleepy Z's, located at 2790 Kirby Winton Road.
Join Peter Edmondson from the Peter Edmondson Experience Tuesday from 11 to noon at Landers Ford South, 95 East Goodman Road in South Haven. This will be another chance to win World Golf Championship tickets at Southwind July 24th through the 28th. That's this Tuesday, the 23rd, from 11 a.m. to noon at Landers Ford South to practice your putting skills and have a chance to win WGC tickets at Southwind July 24th through the 28th. From Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina colada,
Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Check it out right here. Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, a man that eats meat so rare, he only eats unicorns. Johnny Harden.
Good afternoon, folks, and happy Monday to you. Yeah, you're making it through the day. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I'm your sports mixologist, John Harden. My very good friend, Gabe Kuhn, is making sure that we sound as beautiful as ever, as good as I can sound
Real
anyway.
quick.
Yeah, what you
we
got?
had a caller, and,
Uh-oh.
and I have to put it out there. You said Irish people wear kilts.
Uh-oh, did I get
That's
this wrong?
untrue. Scottish people do.
Oh, no, I'm
and
so sorry.
he's cool about it.
Okay, cool.
You know, he's cool about it. He just wanted you to know.
Sir, thank you, or ma'am?
That's what I said.
Was it a sir?
It was a sir. It was
sir, thank you.
And he dropped some great knowledge, man.
Man, will you give me a little, give me a little info?
He was telling me how Northern Ireland is not part of Ireland.
Whoa.
It's actually part of the UK, one. And that with that, there was sort of Northern Ireland, I believe he said, was Protestant. There's a lot of history with that.
Like went into a whole bunch
yeah,
of
and there
stuff.
was like a lot of
it's
bombings
very-
and everything.
yeah.
It was fascinating.
I bet it is.
He said golf brought those countries together, though. So,
oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm telling you one thing. I don't care what anybody says. I know a lot of y'all last week. I, for some reason, hit a nerve. I didn't really realize that many people either one love Tiger Woods or either two just hate me.
oh, he said if Rory or Graham McDowell would have won, it would have been absolutely. It would have been. He said Shane Lowry definitely had a nice contingency ready to
Is Graham
celebrate.
McDowell from Ireland?
Yeah,
Did I get
ready,
that right?
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. I mean, sorry.
But yeah, he said there was obviously a contingency for Shane Lowry as well, being from Ireland, but he's not Northern Ireland. He said it would have been a much bigger deal had Rory won.
It looked crazy to
Graham
me.
McDowell.
It looked pandemonium. I was like, wow, this is crazy to watch. And again, it was a runaway. I mean, he beat the brakes off of everybody.
6 strokes.
I mean, you be stroking. Stroking two of the... No, sorry. I'm not going to start singing that. But yeah, he was stroking this week. My man was on fire, and I think everybody is still probably drunk right now. Do you think like the amount of Guinness, like if we did like a little joking quiz like earlier in the show, like we would have to figure out the amount of Guinness versus Shane winning and versus somebody else winning in Ireland.
So a brain teaser with that? I'll come up with one.
Yeah, that would be funny. But anyway, I'm sorry. We're about to do a little straight no chaser where I really pass over the reins over to my good buddy over here. He's going to drive this bad boy, and he's going to take us home, ask me a few questions. If I don't know what he's talking about, which can happen, I'll ask him for a chaser, and he'll kind of fill me in. But I want to also remind you before we get to this, without my great people who support our show, I mean, we got Family Leisure Studios where family and fun come together at 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. I love those people, and I love our studios. We got somebody like Chad Gatlin. This guy, auto, home, life, business. When you think insurance, it's so easy because you don't have to think hard. All you have to do, you don't have to pull out the yellow pages. You don't have to call anybody. You can get a fast quote, like fast, just by remembering this, MemphisFarmers.com. Wow, how difficult was that? MemphisFarmers.com. Bing, bang, boom, done. Got you covered. Tell my man Chad Gatlin I said, what's up? Now let's do a little straight no chaser.
Couple of places to start today. Couple of places.
I keep forgetting I'm on like this television thing now, and I start to dance, and I say, "Oh, stop!"
Oh
it.
no! They'll love that, man. You're a performer. I don't know what that. You're like, come on now. You got to do that. That makes it better. But have you ever slept in a locker room?
Whoa, slept in a locker room?
Yeah, like had to. Whether you had, I know you were a college athlete, so
No, I don't think I have actually.
You haven't.
Not in a locker room, no. I have slept in the worst. You know, we had the worst dorms. I mean, going off to those like, oh, I don't even want to talk about like these rooms with these little bitty wooden
Which
beds.
dorms? We went to the same school.
No, dude, I'm talking about when we went off to the, the South Hall, crummy.
I stayed there.
It's let's just be honest. Like, did you
They don't
call
stay
it the
there
Hilton?
anymore. No, I did not, man. It was South Hall.
Okay, that's what I'm
but
saying.
But either way, what I'm saying is, you've never slept in a locker room.
Not in a locker
Do you
room.
want to know
no.
why I'm asking that?
Yeah, I'm kind of scared, to be honest.
No. And I loved this. A lot of people thought it was really weird for some reason, but LSU did their locker room.
Time out. Okay. I thought, okay, I got to ask you something. If you're talking about the LSU locker rooms, now I saw this. This is the dopest locker rooms I've ever seen, and they might be the dopest locker rooms in the country. Like, they have a sleeping pod in there.
People were yelling about the sleeping pod. People thought that was weird or gross or whatever.
It's different.
But
okay,
let me
players
tell
don't sleep
you
in
right.
locker rooms.
Okay, let me
but
tell you
when I played
right.
football, you're right. I didn't think about it. I slept all the time in the locker room before games.
Look, it's like, in the locker room before games. I'm talking about fall camp. I remember fall camp. I would always go up there, and you get like an hour or 2 hours in between, practice and a walkthrough or whatever. You don't want to leave the facility, so you just stay up there and don't really sleep. Now that they have those, that's going to be the newfangled thing. I promise you. Like, that's a big up in renovation for them. And people, you can say what you want about them, say your piece, but coming from an old football player, that is actually an incredible move on their part.
No, and everything about the LSU locker rooms, let's just be real. My man Ed Ogeron can right now say, we got it, you don't, because you can say Clemson and Dabo, we got this lazy river. That LSU locker room right now, I think trumps everybody's. Like, that's the best facility I've ever seen. And when Oregon first came out with like that $70 million complex, I never thought it could get better than that. LSU decided to trump them.
Hey, you need to go look at the new Memphis facility.
I got it. I
Pretty
had
nice,
to go check
man.
them out.
Pretty nice. They're getting their new indoor. It looks really, really nice.
So they've moved now to the whole.
Oh, no. I mean, it's like have you seen the complex?
Yeah, I've seen it.
The Billy Murphy. It's gonna be the same complex, but to the left instead of the right when you pull up.
I got you.
So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
That is gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool.
I think you probably have a strong opinion on this. Are the NFL and the NFLPA going to come to an agreement before 2020, the 2020 season?
Ooh, this is a damn good question. The way the sides are already digging in, I say heck to the Nizzo. I think this is going to be uglier than all get out. And if you have some information, I would really love a chaser, because DeMaurice Smith and the NFL Players Association, I mean, he's already telling them to put their money away. Stop spending. Don't go crazy. Let's get ready. We got to. I mean, think about this. The richest league in the whole dead gum world. That's the NFL. The richest league in the world does not give lifetime insurance. Do you know who does? Oh, that littler one, the NBA. Do you know MLB? They got, oh my God. I mean, everybody has, like, every single.
And I think it comes down to player treatment in the end of the day. The NFL does not treat their players well enough.
Not at all. And it's one because, like you said, when you got 1,257 of them and they're spending like it's a madman, they need a check, you can't get them all to, like, chill out, and they need those next checks. And the owners know that. So they negotiated a crummy deal, and they constantly, the players.
The owners constantly get over on the Players Association because the players want their money, and that's the end of the day. But I don't know if you heard about this last week, John, but the NFL and the NFLPA were reportedly supposed to meet for a 3-day negotiation. And this happens on years where they have to do this. And the negotiation ended after 1 day. And
that went well.
When asked, there was a quote, and it said there was information they needed to take back and discuss further with the other owners. So the owners that showed up got this information from the Players Association and decided they needed to go talk to the rest of the owners. And the next meeting is supposedly supposed to be July 29th. It's supposed to be another 3-day get-together for the two sides. Now, what do you think about it being ended after 1 day? It sounds like the Players Association came hard with their demands, and the owners were like, well, got to go discuss it.
Yeah,
got to go figure this out. And if I'm a betting man, I think I might shift where I was the first time we talked about this, John. I don't know if they're going to get a deal done.
I don't think they're going to.
It does not seem right. I mean, if you have a 3-day discussion you're supposed to have, you should have that 3-day discussion. And the fact it sounds like the players finally came out with a good something they're trying to get.
And by the way, and I'm going to remind a lot of people out there who don't do this for a living, who probably don't look even as close to what's going on in the sports world as we do. Again, this is basically my life. This is Gabe's life. I would like to remind y'all, this is a man in DeMaurice Smith who has been as combative as anybody I've ever seen lead the CBA. He is called. By the way, I wanted to pull this up to make sure I got the quote right. Remember the Washington Post when they did an interview with DeMaurice Smith? He said Roger Goodell's, and he laughed and made a crack at him and said his job is lying, cheating, and stealing. A full-time job for him. Dude, that is basically shot over the bow to a guy who is judge, jury, executioner, arbitrator, and drunker than Cooter Brown on power. You think he likes what D. Smith is saying? He's ready to go to war. And I think this is going to be a tense battle. And
if it's going to get done, the owners are going to give in.
I'm telling you, the owners now...
It'll be the opposite of what it's been in the past where the players give in. The owners are going to have to give in. And if history's taught us something, owners are not going to give in as easily as players do. And it's that simple.
And if he just keeps... If DeMaurice Smith can organize the actual players, which is going to be very hard to do if he can do it, then it will be a very fascinating fight. Now, the one thing that I hate to say, though, billionaires sure as heck can outweigh 21 to 25-year-old millionaires who, are out there partying like a rock star. You know what I'm saying? That's just the unfortunate, truth of the situation. So it's going to have to be it's going to have to be done very well. The players are going to have to be strategic. It's huge. And I think it's also important. And one thing that the NFL, I think, needs to do, which they don't understand because the players can't look down the road. And I heard, actually, I can't believe I'm saying this, Keyshawn Johnson say this. He said, they need to go after the most important thing, and that is lifetime medical care. And I know that you're looking at maybe...
It seems so simple.
It seems so simple, but, you look at, 10 years from now, you're going to be in pain. You might be rich now, but man, you don't understand how fast those doctor bills can add up if you don't have insurance.
And look at the amount of retired players that are trying to get compensation till this day. If the owners aren't going to give in to that, then this deal cannot get done.
Yeah, I think it's going to be ugly. Next.
And I'm trying to figure out how to ask this, but what's the most, like, a player or anything, the most surprising PED use? I was surprised by Julian Edelman, to be real. What was his name from Florida, who ended up going to West Virginia? Will Greer. I was surprised by him. What's a surprising, somebody you were surprised actually took performance-enhancing drugs?
That is a damn good question. Wow, that is such a good question. And dude,
I know I throw you on.
If you throw me a chaser, is it going to mess up the story?
Oh yeah, I would think so. This isn't sports related, but I still want to know. It's like I thought Robinson Cano was weird. Mark Teixeira came out later and said, "Oh well, that's the least surprising thing I've ever seen." Right? So did you have anybody, whether it's the steroid use, the 90s, the juice days of baseball?
Honestly, for me,
was anyone surprised?
The biggest surprise for me was Big Papi.
Really?
And the reason he's a huge dude. Like he looks like it's natural.
He looks
like
sort of chubby,
bone and chubby.
But no, that's sort of. It's interesting you bring that up because it sort of seems like those steroid guys, like Barry Bonds, tried to make himself look like he was fat.
Barry Bonds,
even though he didn't have
surprising.
any. No, but what I'm trying to say is he tried to make himself look as if he was fat. Like he wore loose-fitting tees, long sleeves. He tried to do everything to make it seem like he was not roided out of his mind.
And you know what? You know who else really surprised me was the pitching. I mean, you can look at Roger Clemens and not be maybe a surprise, but like Andy Pettit didn't look like a dude doing steroids. Yeah. Edison Volquez didn't look like a dude doing steroids. I'm trying to think of some of the
Was Lance Armstrong a surprise to you?
Oh my goodness. Like, absolutely. Are you kidding me? They marched this dude out all over the world as like the greatest thing since sliced bread, remember? Like, I didn't even know what the French, what was it called? The Tour de France? Like, nobody even talked about racing until Lance. And we even knew about his, like, how many he had. Like, this was common knowledge.
Yeah, and like the cancer made you not want to believe it too.
And
so there's a lot of people that I've been sort of surprised when it's come down to it, especially in the NFL too. There's a lot in the NFL that'll really like throw you off. But you need a chaser for this.
You know what
clearly.
sucks, honestly, though? You're going to laugh at me.
What?
I always thought, like, I'm sorry, I always believed A-Rod, so that didn't surprise me at all. But because of Rafael Palmeiro's just, like, going to Congress and, like, basically pulling a read my damn lips. You know what I'm saying? Read my lips, no new
Lying
taxes.
directly to their face. Roger Clemens did the same.
Yeah, and Roger did the same. But man, Roger Clemens doing
that was
steroids,
obvious.
like, dude is he looked like a cartoon figure.
All those same dudes had the same familiar
Rafael
symptoms.
Palmeiro didn't look like no dang steroid hitting mug. Like he
was hitting a lot of bombs though.
But he was more of
an
an average 300 hitter. I'm just saying he wasn't like his head didn't grow like Barry Bonds. He didn't look like Mark McGwire. And by the way,
he was a big dude though.
Think about Sammy Sosa, who went from like a $180 soaking wet to being a Hulk. So that was also, we expected those guys, but
all right.
I'm sorry. Why did you ask that?
Here we go, man. And this is gonna throw you off. An award-winning lamb.
Who?
A lamb, like a animal, a lamb.
Like a baby lamb?
Just a lamb.
Or a lamb chop?
It's just a regular lamb, adult lamb.
Like you eat this lamb, or do you hang out with this lamb?
Well, you can eat lamb. This is an award-winning, I think it's like a prize lamb. Like, you take it to competitions. I don't know how this stuff works, but it's currently under investigation because the Logan County Fair in Ohio found illegal drugs in the system.
How can you drug a lamb?
Performance-enhancing drugs were in this lamb system at a fair that it was competing in.
All right, if lambs are cheating, I give up. Everybody's cheating. All right?
Just let everybody do them then.
Everybody,
at that point.
no. If a lamb is cheating, damn it, I know everybody's cheating now. Forget it. I'm the only one left that's not cheating. It's because I'm not doing anything. Unbelievable.
Oh, and the doctor says, we don't know how it got in there, and we may never know, but it's the exhibitor's responsibility to present an animal to the fair for competition, and that's free of all performance-enhancing drugs.
I am just...
Now we have to write rules in the Lamb County Fair
more shocking,
code.
Honestly. In all honesty, more shocking that Mike Trout hit 10 home runs in 13 games or that you caught a lamb cheating.
Lamb cheating every day of the week and twice on Tuesday. Look, it's ridiculous.
More, no, just kidding. I'm not going to continue to do that. That is absolutely hilarious. You know, somebody's out there going, man, I love me some lamb, a little mint jelly.
I bet that's going to be a big lamb chop, man.
Man, I'm telling you, dude. By the way, if you're like giving steroids to my lambs and stuff, dude, I don't know. I'm kind of a natural. I want my. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead next.
Are you done? We are.
That was
finished
awesome,
with Straight
dude.
No Chaser.
Straight No Chaser was flat out awesome. But can I ask you a question? What's one of the weirdest DUIs you've ever heard of?
Know who had a really bad one was Tony La Russa, man. I don't know if it's
Whoa,
a weird
I don't
one.
remember this one.
No, but Tony La Russa had one where they pulled him over and they were asking him to like speak in straight sentences and say the alphabet, and he said like A, B, C, D, Z, X, Y. I'm like, okay, well.
There is, okay, like, let's just be straight. I'm going to be straight with you right here. This is one of the DWI, like, all-time, like, when this person, like, this is also where I also feel like the person in Whataburger, like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, should they have gone in there and taken the keys out, brought him in? Maybe he would give him, like, a $10,000. But you know what? You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? But this is going to mess you up. Hit me up at 67129, at the First Bank text line and tell me your craziest or dumbest DWI, DUI, or ignorant people getting arrested
Real
story.
quick, before I have to correct myself because someone came in here to correct me. There are no adult lambs. Lambs are young sheep. So either way, they were giving a young sheep PEDs. End of the story.
Damn it, so I eat baby sheep?
Yeah, I guess
Don't
so.
tell me that, Texter.
You know what veal is, right?
Damn good.
You don't know what veal is?
Oh, don't tell me. What is it?
Baby cow. Yeah.
Shoot. And I said shoot, just
Yeah,
so you know.
I know.
I'm just making sure you know out there. Don't even try to send me a, did you just drop an S-bomb? No, I said shoot, man. Like, see, because I got animals. Now that I got these dogs and stuff, like, I like animals. So this is messing me up. I don't want to eat no babies. All right, well, look, we got to take a quick break. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Oh, wait a second. Is it a sheep's tail? Dadgummit.
Say a baby sheep's tail now. You have to say a baby sheep.
But isn't that a lamb?
Yeah.
I'm going to be back in 2 shakes of a baby sheep's tail on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
3 years ago, I was told I had to have surgery on my shoulder. I had 3 bad things happen. I had rotator cuff issues, tendon issues, bicep issues. I was headed for surgery. And then I met Dr. Schrader. And after his procedure, I didn't need surgery. It is amazing how easy it is. 3 hours, my own stem cells being used on me. Now I can sleep at night. I can play golf. 3 hours, no pain, and I was like a new man. No rehab like you need with rotator cuff surgery. It was simply amazing to me, and it can be for you. Again, no pain and an alternative. So if you've got issues, not with just shoulders, but knees and back and neck, they are finding more and more things where stem cells come in handy. You have to talk to Dr. Schrader.
Call 901-465-4300 and see how Schrader Orthopedic and Stem Cell can help you today. Did you know Davis Motor Home Mart is one of the top 10 Tiffin dealers in the U.S.? Come tour the 7.5 acres of beautiful travel trailers, motorhomes, fifth wheels, and toy hauler towables half-tons. Motorhomes from 27 feet up to 45 feet from brands like Winnebago, Coachman, Puma, Highland Ridge, and Tiffin. Take advantage of Davis Motor Home Mart's big blowout sale on 2019s and 2020s on their way. Stop by your gateway to travel freedom. Davis Motor Home Mart at 1145 East Brooks Road in Memphis. Call 901-332-3414 and cruise by the website davismotorhomes.com.
And now, the worst commercial ever.
As a real-life caterer, my recipe for success is a heaping helping of commercial auto and business insurance through Progressive. They helped whip up a customized insurance solution that keeps my business cooking.
That barrage of bad wordplay was most unpleasant. Whereas commercial auto and business insurance through Progressive is anything but. Visit progressivecommercial.com to quote today. Insurance provided and serviced by Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. It's affiliated and third-party insurers.
Looking for great seafood? Head to the Half Shell, voted Memphis's favorite seafood 5 years in a row. Enjoy delicious seafood at the Half Shell for lunch and dinner, along with the Half Shell's extensive new wine list. Or relax at the bar, open daily until 3 a.m. For a great weekend, try Saturday and Sunday brunch at the Half Shell from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Half Shell, always Memphis's favorite. Available for private parties, catering, and daily box lunch delivery. The Half Shell, serving full food menu till 2 a.m. daily. 2 locations on Mendenhall and on Winchester.
Book a Caribbean vacation for your mouth at Curry and Jerk. So you are Arturo, and you came together with Ricardo to create Curry and Jerk for what?
To bring people together, to share our culture and letting people smile by eating the food that we're used to. We wanted to bring the combination of the West Indies culture to share right here in America with others.
And you don't have to go all the way to the Caribbean to have a taste of the Caribbean. You can have it right here in downtown Memphis.
That is absolutely correct.
Chef Ricardo, tell me a little bit about Sunday brunch.
Yeah, our Sunday brunch is like something different that you will get. It's like a mixture of the Caribbean mixed with the basic type of brunch people used to here in Memphis, but we just turn it up a notch with our Caribbean spices and flavor, and it is such a big difference.
At Curry and Jerk, located in the heart of downtown Memphis at 126 Monroe. Lunch daily from 11 to 2, dinner Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 10, Friday and Saturday 4 to 11.
Memphis's hometown event is being elevated to one of the biggest events on golf's calendar. The World Golf Championships FedEx St. Jude Invitational makes its debut at TPC Southwind, July 24th through 28th. Don't miss PGA Tour superstars Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka, and more.
Join me, Dustin Johnson, when I return to TPC Southwind. Tickets are on sale at WGCFedEx.com.
Just the other day, I stumbled across an incredible full-service paint store, Memphis Paint's Benjamin Moore store, located on the corner of Mendenhall and Poplar. I learned how to choose the perfect color from their very helpful staff. Benjamin Moore paints are cut above other paints, high-quality paints that last for years and are easy to clean. Memphis Paints has the largest selection of colors on your palette, so whether you're painting walls, bricks, or concrete, let Memphis Paints and Benjamin Moore help you make the change. Located 699 South Mendenhall, call today Memphis Paints and Benjamin Moore at 901-683-7369.
New store in Olive Branch.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Here we go. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
What is up? What is up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am your sports mixologist, John Harden. Other side of the glass, well, he's a straight up awesome dude. His name is Gabe. And y'all know him probably pretty well, especially if you're Memphis fans. That's right, Gabe Kuhn, other side, chilling with me. You can hit him up. All you got to do, First Bank text line, First Bank phone line, 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. Or in a hotel, jail, out of town, whatever, 888-360-8255. And then please hit us at the First Bank text line, 67129, as so many of you do. And trust me, I love it. And of course, you know, I'm Johnny_radio on Twitter. Gabe, you are
G_Kuhn, that's Kuhn 71.
Yeah. And guess what we're about to do right now? My favorite thing, because we're going to Hardwood, but before I do, I got to remind you, you know him. I know him. We all know him. Bill, what's up, my man? You doing well? Well, we can all call him 901-406-1101. Make that phone ring. If you want to sell your house, all you have to do, literally pick up the phone, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Bing, a bang, a boom. I just sold your house. You think I'm joking? Ha ha, test me. Make that phone ring. He's going to sell, you're going to sell that house so fast, it's going to make your head spin. Remember this, any house, any area, as is. It's simple as that. Just call 901-406-1101. Bing, bang, boom. You just sold your house. Call him, Bill at I Buy Houses. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
My goodness. We could talk Hardwood the whole time about Odell Beckham. And we're going to talk a lot about him. But before I get to him, I just want to remind you how stingy the NFL is. Remember when I told you about Kendrick Norton, 22-year-old defensive tackle whose left arm was amputated after a horrible accident where he slammed his F-250 truck into a concrete barrier, flipped, could have died. Again, he lost his arm. It's gone. He's had 6 surgeries. My man was going to make $495,000 this season, okay? Miami's going to be kind. They cut him, but they're going to give him the $495K.
I was so glad to see that, man.
But again, I just want to remind you, I also looked up, his medical bills are already over $1 million.
So that ain't helping at all, really.
So luckily, he's still under the NFL insurance. So that is, like what I'm saying is good. So luckily, he's not going to have that. But what I'm saying is if there are any problems in the future, that's where I'm glad he's going to have $495K because my man's going to need it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else they could do.
I'm just saying, yeah. But if it was collectively bargained that once you play the NFL, you had health insurance for the rest of your life like other leagues, bam.
If they would have waived him with no compensation,
they'd be killed.
Oh yeah, they knew better than.
But let's also be real. $495K is a lot of money, and a lot of y'all are just like, that is a lot of money. What I'm trying to say, though, this young man is 22 years old. He doesn't have an arm, and his job was to play football, and now he can't do that. Life is not going to be easy for him. So, again, have a little empathy. I'm praying for my man Kendrick Norton. I hope you can find yourself and find happiness. And good luck. I know I've heard he's getting fitted for a prosthetic arm. And again, there are other people out there who are struggling too, and we're praying for you just as well. But that's tough. Now I got to go back to the NFL because OBJ, he likes to talk, and he went scorched earth this weekend on the Giants, didn't he? Did you see that?
I saw it coming.
I saw it coming too.
Like, there's no way from where he's been to where they've tried to put him in a bad situation. It actually turned out pretty well. The Browns are looking up, but I would have some problems with management there and ownership, no question.
Yeah, I hear you, but man, I'm going to tell you right now, wowzers.
But yeah, again, it is a different thing to expose it to the public. Definitely. Didn't he say something to the extent of I was bringing in the tickets, basically?
Here's what I'm going to give it to the people.
Bringing in the fans.
OBJ went literally, I say, scorched earth because he said this, and I quote, "After everything I've done for the Giants and then to do me like this, I literally done everything for them. Let's be honest. This team has not been good for the last 6 years, period. Even the years we went to the playoff and everyone was talking about this and that, I felt disrespected because I felt like I was a main reason at keeping that brand alive. They were getting primetime games still at 5-11. Why? Because of me. You want to see me play. That's just real rap." He continues, "I'm not sitting here like it's because of me." Well, you just said it was because of you. But I'm just saying it's because of me and I felt disrespected. I'm not saying it's because of me. It's just because of me and I felt disrespected. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, that is hypocritical. But then he goes, but then to be called like that and then to be texted by your coach and be like, "Oh yeah, I heard the news. It happened. I didn't even have a face-to-face meeting. I wasn't in a good place." Well, now you're with Cleveland, it's over, and you got an orange Rolls Royce, which is uglier than you know what. Like, let's just be real. Me calling it orange is actually being nice. It's like that orange-brown, like, you know what it reminds me of? Freddie and Penny's number 2. My cute little dogs. And it's a Rolls Royce, Holmes. Like, don't drive around in something that looks like a $450,000 piece of dung. Can we, get a little bit more taste, OBJ? Like, you do your hair thing, and you've been on the catwalk, except for, you did wear a fanny pack.
And he is a hell of a player.
I mean, he's a hell of a player, but he did also wear a fanny pack that was built into his shirt. That was so ugly. So, I mean, we got to be real. He doesn't have the best taste, but he's probably the best wide receiver to ever come out of LSU. When they've had some good ones, his teammate's pretty damn good in Jarvis Landry. But you can look at all the great players that come out of LSU. OBJ, talent-wise, at a wide receiver position, he might be their very best. He's a stud. Now, also, I was going to say, now do you want to go to the GQ?
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
That's the logical way to get Odell's, right? You're talking about Odell. Yeah, it's a logical way to go here.
So I have a question for you, Gabe. Would you appreciate it if I asked you about your sexuality on air?
I would answer it. Certainly, but no. I mean, if you
Does it seem like pertinent information? Does it seem pertinent to our audience?
It's not. And I've seen the question, how they asked it, how they worded it. No, that's why? What? Why are you asking me that?
Let's just be real. They wanted so badly an "I got you" moment. Let's just be real. I don't know why OBJ. I'm not trying to. I'm not sitting here going to defend him. I mean, he literally got in a fight with the kicking pole or whatever.
I'm going to ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
And if you say no, we're just going to leave it at that. Have you ever seen The Interview?
Have
with
I
Seth
seen it?
Rogen and the
movie?
guy? Yeah.
Is that the one with Kim Jong-un?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, just saw it the other day.
Do you remember at the beginning of that? It reminded me when they asked this question. It reminded me of when Eminem said he was gay on there.
Yes.
And they're like, "Oh my gosh, we got it on here.
We got it. Yes.
Yes.
That is so funny.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted out of him.
And by the way, if you don't know what just check out the GQ interview with Odell Beckham Jr. It's called Unguarded, and basically. One of the controversies that comes up in the interview is they ask him about his sexuality. And I don't know. Again, in 2019. Okay, here's where here's where I want to go. What do we expect from our athletes and our stars or sports figures or movie? Like is everything because they're a public figure and they make a lot of money? Is everything open for discussion? Do they always have to, give in to their fan? I'm bringing this also because I want to play the little Shawn Menendez thing here in a minute. In fact, what I'm trying to ask you people, and I want to be real, and I'm asking this because I don't know what the answer. We want our athletes to be open and honest. Our athletes are open and honest, or our coaches, just to use Jim Harbaugh. He's open and honest, and he says something about Urban Meyer, which is actually true, and he got killed in the media last week. Remember that? I mean, that was just something that popped in my head, we want our athletes to be open and honest. When they are, we, for some reason, slap them down. But then we also, want them to do everything, it seems like, for us. And I don't know.
And let's not take advantage of the fact that you have the platform to ask these questions, to ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
There's much more pertinent information that could have been asked about. Like, Odell Beckham has been involved in things off the field that you could have asked about.
Heck yeah, I wanted to know what was the white powder next to the girl that he was in bed with.
To be honest,
honestly, if you asked about the cocaine, what? Well, Odell, we really are wondering, a lot of people still, that picture still surfaces a lot with the lady in the white powder and when he's in Paris or whatever. That's
I never questioned
actually,
his sexuality.
Well, no, that's what I was saying.
So
that's a pertinent question because we've seen it. I don't know where it is or why a pertinent question with Odell Beckham Jr. and his sexuality, where that comes in and why that is actually. In all honesty, I don't know why that's okay.
It doesn't, and it's not.
And remember, and the reason I say that, this is also, if he was and wanted to come out, it should be his business. I don't know if it's your business to bring it out. Remember, he's also in a very masculine world that I don't know if everybody in the NFL is quite ready for that openly gay player to come out. I mean, the Michael Sam thing didn't really work. He wasn't a player of OBJ's talent. I don't think he was NFL talent. But all I'm saying is, it's up to OBJ. Let's not make it up to, hey, I'm GQ Magazine. We want to know, what, you down with men? You down with women? You down with both? What are you? What? I'm a football player. You want to ask me a football question? You want to, what's up with that? I just thought that was.
But again, you could also ask a sort of out of bounds question that is actually pertinent to his situation. I never even thought of that as a question. If I was gonna interview, being part of the media, if I was gonna interview Odell Beckham Jr. tomorrow, that would.
Told him not to hang out with Justin Bieber.
I promise you that wouldn't be on one of my questions. I would ask.
That wouldn't. And by the way, I didn't understand where the question came from. What is it? Because he has blonde hair? What is it? Because he lost a fight to a kicking machine or something? I don't.
Is it because how he dresses?
Or he wears a fanny pack? Now, and he drives it. He really does. He does drive the ugliest Rolls Royce in the history of the world. It looks. Please go look it up. That is bad taste, and I bet that costs a lot of money. But now I got to bring up. I already asked y'all, what are some of the dumbest, and I mean dumbest DWIs and DUIs you've ever heard of? Because I've heard of some dumb ones. I've seen some dumb ones. This one, though, it doesn't necessarily take the cake, but this is, again, one of our athletes. I still don't know what we're supposed to get from him. But by the way, I don't know if you know this. Darren McFadden. Did y'all hear about what he did this weekend?
I don't. I didn't.
So, everybody loves Whataburger, right?
Love Whataburger.
Man, I love me a little Whataburger.
I wish there was one here, man.
Well, so when you pull up to Whataburger, man, you might have to wait just a minute for your burger, all right? Everybody's had to do that. But don't fall asleep, because, man, the popo going to show up. My man pulls up to get him a little Whataburger action and passes out in the car in the drive-thru. No! He didn't even get to eat his Whataburger before he went to jail. That is a travesty in itself. By the way, he had a BAC, which was equivalent to 0.15, and y'all know that the legal limit, everybody should know by now, is 0.08. So, yeah, he was a little drunk, you could say.
Well.
And he retired in 2017 and hadn't played in a while, played at Arkansas, was the 4th overall pick in 2008. I thought he was going to be the greatest running back. I loved him in college, but just didn't quite work out for him.
Did you see, sorry.
But I was going to say, did you know about this? This is the saddest thing, because the saddest thing would be him getting a DWI at Whataburger. You would think that would be the saddest thing. But do you know why I think he's sad and drunk? Did you hear about what happened to his former business partner?
I didn't.
Dude, retirement, you know how Shaq's made a whole lot of money in retirement and talked about he made more money in retirement than he did playing ball? My man Darren McFadden has lost more money than he made while he played. Right now, my man Darren McFadden is suing his former business manager for $237 million. What?
That's a lot of money, man.
Ooh, what? So, yeah, he might be a little drunk.
So, Darren McFadden brought in $200.
Dude, I don't know how he supposedly there was a business transaction. Yeah, and dude, just put it this way. D. McFadden has got 6 months for being arrested for falling asleep at a Whataburger drive-thru. He's going to do 6 months, and that sucks. But again, he's also in the middle of a suit for $237 million because of an investment that went really, really south, is what I'm trying to say.
Now, I know you brought up Shaq. I know you saw Shaq at Tomorrowland. Do you know what Tomorrowland is?
Huh?
There's a festival, electronic dance music festival, EDM, in Belgium. Shaq was in attendance, and he was in mosh pits. He was headbanging. He was doing the whole 9 yards, man.
Oh, my goodness.
He was in a mosh pit.
He
was probably killing those people
that's what I'm
in
saying.
there.
Could you imagine? He would just stomp on a few people like they're little roaches. Like, could you imagine if your foot got stepped on realistically by Shaq, 350 pounds or something? Like, broken foot. Oh, God, he's gone.
Could you imagine how strong he is coming up to push you in a mosh pit?
I couldn't take it.
I'd fall flat on my back.
I'm glad. Dude, you might be all right. I'm in trouble.
No, even me.
A lot of trouble.
That dude is huge.
He's a monster of a man. He really is. He is a monster of a man. Now, I got to bring up one other thing, and I got to take a quick break. And I've told you how much I love Bill, 901-406-1101. He is the GOAT. And I just wanted to also say, if you need to sell your house, 901-406-1101, you call my buddy Bill at I Buy Them Houses. And I wanted to remind you, he is the GOAT when it comes to buying and selling houses. Best in the business. 901-406-1101, Bill at I Buy Houses. But Mariano Rivera, you know, Edgar, Roy Halladay, this class, I am so tired of people texting in and sending me things that this is the worst class in Cooperstown history. Are y'all on drugs? I know y'all aren't baseball aficionados, but do y'all really hate this year's
I may
class?
not be an aficionado, but I'll tell you one thing is there has never been a year that has passed where baseball aficionados do not have a problem with the class going in. Mariano got in on first ballot, and people went up in arms that he was the only one that's been a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but there are names on there that aren't like necessarily the most known.
But I do want to remind y'all of this, and this is what I was just going to say. Y'all keep saying this was the worst Cooperstown ever. Mariano Rivera, before he made it to Cooperstown, there's an award named after him. The American League Reliever of the Year award is called the Mariano Rivera Award. And did you know what the Best Designated Hitter award is called? The Edgar Martinez Award for the most outstanding designated hitter of the year. They got awards before they even got into Cooperstown. Yeah, they're Hall of Famers. And if you're telling me Mike Mussina, 200 and what? How many games? He won over 200 games. Over 200 games. Nobody's come close to 300. He was the closest. You got Roy. You got Lee Smith, Harold Baines, and Edgar Martinez. It was a stud class. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm glad you're all in Cooperstown. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, baby. Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7 FM.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy get you through the midday with Sports 56 Middays. Delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
The Acura Summer of Performance event is going on now at Acura of Memphis. Test drive one of our award-winning models today. Each packed with cutting-edge technology, luxurious amenities, and a driving experience that's sure to awaken your inner self. Driving shouldn't be a chore. It should be an adventure. Advance your drive today. Shop our aggressive lease and finance options now. The thrill is waiting at Acura of Memphis. Shop online 24/7. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
At First Bank Mortgage, their core purpose is to help you get to a better place. That better place may be a lower monthly payment, that vacation you thought was impossible, or getting into a home with a fenced backyard where your kids can play. To get into your better place, First Bank Mortgage makes decisions right here at home. Dedicated to helping you get to your better place, First Bank Mortgage. Call Daniel Mooney at 901-462-0145 today. NMLS 741022. Equal housing lender.
The Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
I took a bit of a risk singing that song, but of course the one place I never take chances is the road, where Progressive Snapshot rewards your safe driving. A good driver plus Snapshot equals big discounts. And speaking of math, 1 + 1 = 2, little too late.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or from all agents.
The forensic analyst searched for clues to the house fire.
Could that be
Starch? Suddenly it came together. The fire was started by
an over-microwaved potato?
Covered, July 25th, 2015. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Gun enthusiasts in the Mid-South know all about guns and ammo at 3615 Summer and 577 Goodman Road, Suite 4 at the corner of Goodman and Elmore in South Haven, because they carry the largest selection of both guns and ammo in the area. They are authorized dealers of Colt, Benelli, CZ, Smith & Wesson, Glock, Ruger, Sig Sauer, Vergara, and a lot more. If you or someone you know is looking for something for self-defense, competition, hunting, or just something that goes boom, then get to Guns and Ammo, 3615 Summer in Memphis and 577 Goodman Road, Suite 4 at the corner of Goodman and Elmore in South Haven.
New Life Medical Center has moved to a new, larger location that allows them to better serve their patients. I go to New Life Medical Center for testosterone replacement therapy, which is one of many things they do. They also treat erectile dysfunction and can relieve the pain of joint injuries with stem cell and platelet-rich plasma treatments. They also take care of patients with diabetes, high blood pressure, sick visits, and much more with no appointment necessary and minimal wait times. New Life Medical Center is now at 9160 Highway 64. That's just off I-40. Stop in and see what they can do for you.
I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses will buy a house in any area, in any condition, and yes, it's guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your home quickly, call 901-406-1101. If you've been through a divorce, if you lost your job, if you're tired of renters, I Buy Houses can get you your money quickly. I Buy Houses will buy your home in Shelby County, DeSoto County, Memphis, Bartlett, South Haven, Horn Lake, Olive Branch, anywhere and everywhere in between in any condition. And yes, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pen, 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Gold and shackles, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the evening train. You know you about to wind up dead.
You don't head back to Tennessee, Jet. Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Who am I? Your sports mixologist, John Harden. Who's the dude that's pushing all the buttons? His name is Gabe Kuhn. Yeah, he protected all those quarterbacks. Now he's protecting me, your sports mixologist. Make sure I don't say something too stupid or drop any bad words. He's got me covered, baby. Thank you, Gabe. Now, all you people out there, thank y'all for tuning in. We've had a lot of fun, and today we have a very big week. I want to remind you, it is the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational happening this week. Oh, yeah, we're going to be out there Thursday, Friday, but Thursday, this is crucial. I will be at East End Grill after my show, Hacks Cross, Winchester. Oh, yeah, my friends at Miller Coors. I got tickets to the WCG event. Oh, my goodness. I got free brewskis. I got all kinds of stuff. So everybody from 4:30 to 6, all of you are invited. All the cool people in the Mid-South.
I might pop up.
You better come out there, Gabe. It's going to be so awesome, I'm telling you. And it's right down the street from the golf tournament. You can't miss it. It's becoming this. I think this is going to be my 6th year I'll be out there. I absolutely love it. I go out there every year. It is going to be so much fun. I expect to see you there. I know my buddy John, he shows up there every year too. I'll see a lot of good people out there. But anyway, I got to tell y'all, we're going to have fun at East End, Bar and Grill, giving away all kinds of cool stuff. But I also have to tell y'all something that's pretty interesting. Like really, really interesting. And it's about money. Money, 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 money. Now, I want to ask you this. Who got lit up like a Christmas tree yesterday? The New York Yankees. They got lit up, and a Savage got hit in the face this week. And I just have a feeling that my man Martin Perez, who has a whopping 8-3 record, but he has a 4.10 ERA. How's he 8-3? Oh, that's right. Minnesota scores a bunch for him. Except for CC, who's 5-4 with a 4.06 ERA. It's actually better than my man Perez. Well, I have a feeling it's going to be a very high-scoring game. But when you have savages like the Yankees do, I think they're going to get nasty all over Minnesota tonight. In fact, my pick, if I can get New York, which you can right now, minus 119, are you joking? Give me them Yankees. Give me the Murderers Row lineup that they have. You know, Minnesota, yes, I love Eddie Rosario. I love Soto. I like that team. They got some dudes that can do their thing. But can I ask you a question? Are they the Yankees? No. Are they Savages? No. This thing's going to get nasty. And the Yankees, by the way, they're 5-1 straight up in their last 6 games. Yesterday was their first loss, and it wasn't a loss. It was a butt kicking. They are going to be peeved, and they are coming out swinging. Do you want to see those Savages mad?
I don't know any other lineup that would have Luke Voit hitting 6th right now. So if that doesn't speak to their
dude, the
their
best
lineup,
pickup, by the way.
I don't know it does.
Can I bring this up? And I wanted to bring this up. A lot of people were talking about the best off-season move of the year. Would you think I was crazy if I said it's DJ LeMahieu? I think a lot of people, this is going under the radar, but a lot of people I don't think realize what DJ LeMahieu's done for the New York Yankees. He has become their leadoff hitter. He, right now, how many people realize he's batting .333, 378 on-base percentage, .515 slugging. He has 14 home runs, 68 RBI, and he's leading off. He gets on and sets the table. Dude, I think DJ, has just changed this lineup. They finally know. You can say, oh, Brett Gardner wasn't a bad leadoff. Dude, having him 9th is dope. DJ, Judge, that is sick. 1 and 2, LeMahieu, Judge. Oh, my goodness. That just is scary. But anyway, DJ LeMahieu, one of the most underrated pickups in the offseason, and a lot of people thought he was a product of Coors. Man, you telling me he's a product of Coors now? Now he's in New York. Not a product of anything, but he's just dope. Now, speaking of something that's awesome, we're all awesome. Central Barbecue is simply the best. 4 amazing locations, downtown, midtown, summer, and the new one right down the street. If you want barbecue, there's only one place to go, and that's Central. And why? Because it's simply the best. Memphis has the best barbecue. Central's the best barbecue in Memphis. Ergo, best barbecue in the whole wide world right here. 4 locations, don't forget it. And plus, you can even be nice. You can go to cbqmemphis.com, and if you want, you can ship that barbecue anywhere in the world. And I'm telling you, people will love you for it. Oh, speaking of love, Coming up next, we got Dave Woloshyn. We got my man Brett Norsworthy. Sports time, and there's going to be a lot of fun. 3 to 6, they're going to drive you home. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. We'll be back tomorrow. For Gabe Kuhn, for my man Carl Morris Jr., I'm John Harden. Get out there and make this world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace!
Here on my chest, she looks good without a shirt.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Frontier Western Store's world-famous boot showroom is waiting for you. With aisles and aisles of boots in one easy spot, you will find your next favorite pair at Frontier. Everyone loves Ariat boots, and Frontier has over 1,000 pair in that brand alone. Come grab a pair of rugged work boots like the Workhog, or discover an everyday classic in Ariat's Rambler. Tons of other brands as well: Rocky, Dan Post, Red Wing, Durango, Justin, Twisted X, and many more. Frontier constantly restocks and refreshes their lineup of boots, so you're certain to walk out of the store happy in your new comfortable footwear. They have a wide assortment of sizes available for men, women, and children. Work, dress, or play, Frontier's knowledgeable staff will cheerfully help you find the perfect fit. It's boots galore at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, Olive Branch, or on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated, you know it, since 1967.